Hi everyone, welcome to Monica's Singapore Kitchen. Today I'll be cooking Kerabu Timun. Kerabu means salad in Malay and Timun refers to cucumber. This is a spicy, tangy salad made from cucumber, onions and toasted dried shrimp, tossed with Sambal Belacan and lime juice. Kerabu Timun is a favorite amongst the Malays and the Nyonyas. I enjoyed this dish so much during my childhood years in Penang, and here I would like to share this recipe with you. Let's start with looking at our dried shrimp. I have washed it twice and drained. We need to soak it in hot water for 30 minutes. This is to hydrate and soften the shrimp, making it much easier to cut into smaller pieces afterwards. So after soaking for 10 minutes, you can see that our dried shrimp is a little bit plumper. So all we have to do is to pour this mixture, or rather the dried prawns, to drain it. Yeah, so we need to drain our dried prawns. Okay, then once the dried prawns have nicely been drained, we are going to pour it on a chopping board. I'm using knife to cut it into smaller pieces. You can use a mortar or a pestle, mortar and pestle. The aim is to cut it into smaller pieces of various sizes so that we can still bite into the bigger pieces when we eat our kerabu. So you can see some of the pieces are bigger, some are smaller. Here I will fry the shrimp without oil over medium heat. Some people omit this pan frying step. However, personally I feel that pan frying dried prawns will result in a richer, more developed flavor, making it slightly crispier in texture compared to non-pan fried prawns. So it's highly recommended that you pan fry it. So we pan fry it until you hear popping sound and see the prawns pieces jumping from the pan. At this point, you can also detect a toasted aroma as the heat activates some compounds, creating a more developed and savory smell. So again, highly recommended not to skip this step. To reach this point where you can hear the popping sound. Okay, so it is ready. So let's just pour it into a bowl and cool it. Okay, next we are moving into our other ingredients, which are very simple. Cucumber, we need two cucumbers, onions, fresh red chilies, and local lime. So we need to cut each ingredient in a specific way so as to replicate the way we made our kerabu in Penang. The way these ingredients are cut can affect the taste of our kerabu. So take a cucumber, quarter it longitudinally, remove the seeds. The seeds have a lot of water. It has a high water content, so we don't want our kerabu to be watery. Yeah. So after you have quartered it, what we need to do next is to cut it into 1 cm thick slices at an angle. Something like this. You can also remove the skin. The first one I did not remove the skin, but some people like their cucumbers without the skin. So just remove the skin and then as per normal, just quarter it longitudinally and remove the seeds. Then cut into 1 cm thick pieces at an angle. So this is small Bombay onions. You can also use shallots. So important whether you're using shallots or Bombay onions is to cut it into very thin slices. You do not want to bite into thick onion pieces. Okay, so then we need to separate the leaves. Any big pieces, you can just cut it into smaller slices. As for the red chilies, I've only used one of it because I just need a little bit of additional spiciness and also add a bit of color to our kerabu. We are going to add Sambal Belacan, which already has the spiciness level in it. So remove the seeds and then julienne it. And the last thing we need to cut are our local limes. I've got 2 over here, just half it. We need to squeeze the juice into our kerabu afterwards. Here we have the main ingredients. We have the next step here is to mix all these ingredients together. Alright, inside a large bowl, pour all these ingredients into it except the local lime. So then we add in our cool toasted dried prawns. Now this is my homemade Sambal Belacan. Please find my video on how to make Sambal Belacan in the description box below. If you are using my recipe, you need to put about 2 tablespoons of it. You can also buy Sambal Belacan from the supermarket. However, add the store-bought Sambal Belacan a teaspoon at a time and remember to taste it as the level of saltiness varies from brand to brand. Okay, so we squeeze the local lime over a sieve to remove the seeds. Then all we have to do now is to mix all these ingredients thoroughly. Okay, so once they are nicely mixed, I normally pour it on a platter lined with banana leaves. Right, I also put additional Sambal Belacan on the side if you want it to be a little bit more spicier and a higher level of umami. So our local lime is also added extra for additional tangy taste. Here we have our spicy appetizing Kerabu Timun, perfect to awaken jaded appetites. It is a great appetizer to eat with rice and to accompany rich rempah dishes. It is refreshing, simple to prepare, yet gives the food it accompanies excellent contrast. Do give this Kerabu a try someday. Thanks for stopping by and as always, happy cooking!